Karl Marx was not a Marxist. Okay? I'm going to warn you guys right now, I don't have anything good for t-shirt of the day today. I'm wearing a plain yellow shirt. Karl Marx was not a Marxist. Karl Marx was not, in any way or shape or form, a Marxist. It's not... People get confused. Okay, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Yes, I have a microphone now. It's not a big deal. I'm just getting more professional with it. I wanted to upgrade my style a little bit. So I got this hat too. Pretty cool. It's an old hat, but I'm wearing it now. I wasn't wearing it before. That's all I have to say about that. I was on the bus yesterday, and this guy with, mind you, green hair, ridiculous green hair, and like big lobe things on his ears. Weird. He was listening to an audiobook on Audible, and I asked what he's listening to, and he goes, The Communist Manifesto by Karl Marx. I say, oh, okay, I like Karl Marx. I love Karl Marx. And he goes, oh, really? You're a Marxist? And I was like, what? What does that have to do with anything? No, I'm not a Marxist. I don't even know that... at the time, I didn't know what that meant. I know now. So yeah, I said, no, I'm not a Marxist. And he goes, but you just said you like The Communist Manifesto by Karl Marx. And I said, I haven't read all his books. I read a couple excerpts, maybe, of his work, but I'm not a full-blown, like, Karl Marx fanatic. I just like some of his stuff that I've seen. I've not read whatever that Communist Manifesto is. And he goes, oh, you don't know what it is? It's about communism. He wrote it about communism. He kind of like invented the whole thing. And he's a Marxist. And I said, let me stop you right there. Because just because someone's name sounds like a word, it does not mean that they invented that word. Okay? Karl Marx, Marxism, Marxist, they're not related. All right, they're not even in the same ballpark. Karl Marx was a good man. He would never say anything in favor of Marxism or communism. I don't know what's in that manifesto thing, but it can't be as pro-communism as this guy made it out to be. And I'm just sitting there. I'm thinking, should I kill this guy? Should I just take my fist and shove it through his heart like in Kill Bill? I just watched Kill Bill. They don't do that in the movie like I thought they would. I haven't finished the second one yet, but I'm in the middle of it. Just like pretend they do that in that movie. Okay? Yeah. And there's something profoundly stupid about what this guy was saying. He kept rambling on about Marxism and how great communism is and how probably, I was listening at certain points, but probably about how much he loves Stalin and Hitler. Well, I'm educated. I know Hitler wasn't a communist, but he was okay. National Nazi, right? Nazi. National Socialism. You know what socialism is? It's Marxist. So I'm just saying that Hitler wasn't as, innocent of communism as you may think. Anyway, he was probably talking about Stalin mainly, though, because not many people are talking about Hitler being communist or Marxist like he was. He's dead now, whatever. I'm just staring at this guy, his stupid green hair, and his piercing on his nose, his bull ring piercing, and his big lobes, and his green hair, and probably some other stuff that I'm forgetting, but he looked like a liberal. You could tell he was a leftist, a Marxist. All those words are just basically interchangeable. And he's like, why are you staring at me? Why are you staring at me? And he said it in the most, like, Gen Z annoying way you can say anything. He was like, why are you staring at me? And I was like, oh my God, I hate you. In my head. I didn't say that out loud. We were on a bus. I didn't want to make a scene, but this guy was kind of already making one. So I should have just said something, but I didn't. I just kept staring. I stared at him like this. This is how I stared at him. And he started to get angry. Isn't leftism and Marxism supposed to be about loving each other and acceptance? Why are you getting mad at me? I'm just staring at you. I'm just looking at you. Oh, don't look at me. What am I supposed to do? You have the most obnoxious haircut, the most obnoxious piercing, and the most obnoxious, I remember, tattoos. He had a face tattoo that said, gay. This is a true story. I said that out loud. At that point, I was ready to just ham in on him. And he goes, oh, how dare you criticize my lifestyle? Why are you looking at me? My stuff is not supposed to be looked at. I'm like, okay, so why did you do that to yourself? Why did you get that stuff? I mean, I'm just right all the time, but I just had to explain why in this scenario. Like, most of the time, people can understand that I'm right because I just speak the truth, say what anyone else doesn't want to say, and they know. But in some cases, when I'm talking to liberals and Marxists, which, again, interchangeable at this point, I have to explain to them a little bit because they're a little stupid, if you ask me. So there's a lot to, unpack when you're talking to a lib, as I call them. And he starts to punch me. He goes, he's a liberal, so he doesn't know how to fight like a man. If you can even call him that. And that's the thing. Liberals can't fight, and that's why they want to be communists. Because when you're in communism, there is no war, and I think that's one of the ulterior motives of liberalism is that they don't want war because they don't know how to fight because they're just a bunch of pussies. That's it. That's the truth of the matter. I'm here to say Karl Marx, well, actually, I want to continue my story. Basically, I punched him square in the face and everyone cheered and said, oh, look at his gay tattoo. Look at his gay tattoo and his weird piercing and his ugly green hair and his annoying, obnoxious personality. I'm getting so worked up. So, Karl Marx was not a Marxist. Case in point. What Karl Marx was an artist, a good man, and a friend to many. And family member to many, I'm sure. What he wasn't was a communist or a Marxist. We can't go around accusing people, innocent people, of being these things, especially when there's no foundation for it. If I had to guess, that liberal on the bus probably wasn't even listening to the book. He was probably just pretending because that's what leftists do. They pretend to have read things. I don't read anything, but at least I'm like self-aware about it. I admit it. Leftists don't read at all. Not even like anything. And they just pretend they've read all these smart books about leftist ideology and how it's so freaking good. You know what I'm saying? But what happens when he does listen and he realizes that, if I had to guess, again, that Communist Manifesto was probably anti-communism. He was probably just making things up. He's like, oh yeah, I'm reading this book called The Communist Manifesto by Karl Marx, and it's about how he invented communism. What a bunch of made-up BS. Am I right, guys? Communist Manifesto? Dude, come on. We all know you're not a real man. Why are you reading a manifesto? You know what I'm saying? It's a good joke. Didn't think about that beforehand, by the way. Just my, funny brain. That's why conservatives are funnier than liberals. Because liberals have to write things. And they don't read, so they don't know how. We don't read, but we don't write. We think of things on the spot. Like if someone says, oh, you want to hold hands and they're a guy? I say, no homo, though. No, we got our socks on, huh? That's funny. That's how you make a joke on the spot. Totally original. Well, I stole that one. But sometimes they're original, sometimes they're not. What can you do? Karl Marx wasn't a Marxist, and that little green-haired fucker can go heck himself. Huh? I think that if this video got posted on Reddit, it would get updates like crazy. And I'm not even a Redditor. I know the lingo because, I don't know. I don't know why I know. It just happens. Sometimes you just wake up and you know how Redditors talk. Updoot means an upvote, which basically is a like on Reddit. What I really hope for is some Reddit gold. They love that stuff over there. They love Redditors love their Reddit gold like nothing else. Silver, not so much. Reddit gold is like the highest thing, the highest of highs a Redditor can accomplish. Karl Marx was not a Marxist. That's it. That's the whole, that's, I'm done talking, pretty much. Okay, I have to confess something. This mic isn't plugged into anything. I bought it because I wanted to start an awesome podcast, but it needs like an audio whatever to work. It doesn't just plug into my computer like I thought it would. So it's just gonna be here for the next however many videos, probably forever. And I'm never gonna be able to use it for these videos because I film on my phone. You all thought I was using this mic to talk to you right now. You all got freaking tricked. Oh, that was cool, I think. Nothing. It's just the same audio, because I'm recording on my phone and the audio is being recorded by my phone. Karl Marx, not a Marxist. All right, guys. Oh, shit. All right, bye, guys.